Good morning once again, and we will have now a new lesson. The new lesson that we're going to learn is about addition. So we're going to add numbers. But before we'll go with finding the sum of the numbers, we will have to learn first about the parts of addition sentence. So addition sentence has part. Example here, as what you can see in your screen here, the addition sentence is 4 plus 1 equals 5. So each of this digit or symbol, it has its own name. First here, 4 is what we call addend, and 1 is also addend. And the two numbers that we're adding, we call them addends, or any numbers that we are adding, we call them addends. And of course, 5 here is the answer, and we call it sum. So sum is the answer of addition. And the two numbers that we're adding, we call them addends. And of course, we have here the equal sign and the plus sign, or the plus symbol. So again, the parts of your addition sentence are addends, the plus, the equals, and sum. This addition sentence is written in what we call the horizontal way. But what if the addition sentence is written also in vertical way, like this one? So 125 plus 24 equals 149. So we were going to determine the parts of addition sentence. So let's say 125, we call 125 as addend. And of course, 24 also is addend. And this one here, so this is the plus sign, or the plus symbol. And of course, the answer here, which is 149, we call this sum. So sum again is the answer of your addition, or answer of your addition sentence. And if it is written into vertical way or horizontal way, the parts of addition sentence will not change. So another example here, 12 plus 6 equals 18. So you have to determine the parts. So 12 again, we call 12 as your addend, and this one is a plus sign, or a plus symbol, and 6 is also an addend. But be careful with your spelling. A-D-D-E-N-D spell as addend. And this one is an equal to. And here, 18, which is the answer, of course, it's sum. So that's how simple your parts of addition sentence. So remember, addition sentence has 5 parts. The two numbers that we're adding, or two or more numbers that we are adding, we call them addends. Of course, the answer, sum. And the symbol here that shows we have to add them, we have the plus sign. And of course, the equal to, that says that they are equal. And we got the answer. Okay? And after this, I think we have to move to subtraction. And of course, before we find out the answer of subtraction, we have to learn also the parts of your subtraction sentence, which our next lesson. Okay? I hope you learn a lot. This is Teacher Van. Let's continue our lesson now. So in the previous video, we learned about the parts of your addition sentence, and now we will be learning the parts of your subtraction sentence. So we have here now. So these are the parts of your subtraction sentence. We have the minuend, we have the subtrahend, we have the difference. So in this subtraction sentence that we have, 7 minus 3 equals 4. So 7 is the minuend, 3 is the subtrahend, and 4 is the difference. And of course, we have here the minus sign and equal to symbols. Now, what is a minuend? So according to the definition of our own understanding here, if you observe that 7 is the highest number among them, So that means minuend is the first number in your subtraction sentence, at the same time the highest number in your subtraction sentence. How about the subtrahend? Of course, we can say that subtrahend is the second number in your subtraction sentence. And there is another definition for that also. Subtrahend is also the number to be subtracted from another number. So example here, I have 5 minus 1 equals 4. Of course, the first number is 5. We call it minuend. It's the biggest number in your subtraction sentence. And of course, the number here at the middle, or we can say the second number, or we have to define this also as the number to be subtracted from another. That is your subtrahend. So subtrahend can be spelled as subtrahend. It's subtrahend. While your minuend, again, the first number in your subtraction sentence, will be spelled as minuend. It's minuend. And of course, 4 here is the answer. So how do you call 4? It's difference. So what is difference? Difference is the result of subtraction problem. Or you may say also that difference is the answer of your subtraction or subtraction sentence. So that's how simple our parts of subtraction sentence. Again, as you recall, we have your minuend, subtrahend, difference, and of course the two symbols here, the minus sign and the equal to. So I think it's time for you to answer my questions here. Okay, identify the parts of your subtraction sentence. Make sure that you know how to spell it properly. And by the way, there are options here below. All of these are the answer to these boxes here. But there are 6 options. The options here are difference, plus, the minus sign, equals, minuend, and subtrahend. Okay, but out of the 6 choices here, only 5 would be sure that these are the parts of your subtraction sentence. Okay, let's start. 5 minus 4 equals 1. We call 5 as what? 5 here is your minuend. How do you spell minuend? Spell as minuend. Minuend. Or the first number in your subtraction sentence. How about 4? Of course, 4 here is the second number, or the number to be subtracted from another, and we call it subtrahend. How do you spell subtrahend? Spell as subtrahend. Subtrahend. And of course, the answer here, 1. Of course, we call that one as your difference. How do you spell difference? D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-C-E. Difference. What is difference? Difference is the answer of your subtraction or your subtraction sentence. How about this one? This symbol here. Of course, we called it minus with a minus sign. And of course, this one, this very important symbol. It shows that both sides are equal. Of course, we call this as your equal to, right? So equal to. If you're going to write your addition or your subtraction sentence into horizontal or vertical way, it's not a problem at all. The parts of your subtraction sentence will not change. Always, the first number is your minuend, the biggest number among the subtraction sentence. And the second number, or the middle, the number that we're going to subtract from another, we call it subtrahend. And by the way, if you're going to subtract number, or how to add and how to subtract number, which that would be our next lesson. So I have the recap of, I have to give you some clues on how to add and subtract. The first thing that you have to do is to align the digit to their proper place of value. So all the numbers in the ones place must be aligned. The numbers in the tens and hundreds and thousands place must be aligned before you are going to add and subtract them, because that is one of the steps that we have to do to come up with the correct answer. Okay, I hope that you learned a lot from this video. Again, this is Teacher Van. Thank you for watching.